Hello guys, I'm back with another Transformers review, and this time I'm actually doing backwards. This is my second attempt on doing a review on this particular figure because I thought the other one, blah blah blah, went a bit too long and too many pauses and so. And so therefore I decided to do a backwards review. So therefore I'll show you. Ta-da! Yeah, you probably know who he is. It's the Generation 1 Headmaster Nightbeat. And he's one of the three, I think it's three small Autobot Headmasters released in the 80s, alongside with Hosehead, which was a fire truck fire engine, and Siren. I think he was a police cop, but I'm not sure. It could also be one of these, what do you call him, fire commander, chiefs, whatever. But actually there's also another figure based on Nightbeat, and she didn't appear in Europe, but wait a second. Something's flashing outside. Gotta check it, one moment. Okay, back again. It looked like someone taking pictures outside, but in the dark. Well, okay. Back to a Nightbeat. Where did I come from? Yeah, the Japanese repaint, or not a repaint, but based on the similar design mold. Is a white figure, I think with red crosses, an emergency vehicle, and it was a female-based character called Minerva, or Minerva. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. And well, she was released as a part of the Japanese Headmaster line. But I'm not sure if they were shown in the Takara Headmaster series. I don't think they were in that series. I think they were in where the Power Masters were introduced. I don't recall what the name of that series is called. So anyway, back to Nightbeat. Nightbeat doesn't appear in any of the American cartoons, not in season 2 nor in season 3 or 4, even though it's in season 4 where the Headmasters and the Target Masters are introduced, but we see nothing to these smaller Headmaster guys, and so therefore well, Nightbeat is actually quite a popular figure, but that isn't because of his lack of appearance in the cartoons, but rather his appearance in the comics. I don't have any of the comics myself, or well, to be fair, the comics were released in Denmark from 88 to 89, or 87 to 89. Anyway, we went missing a whole lot of the comics in the series, so I never got to read as much as I would have liked to about the Transformers and so on and so forth. But I know that Nightbeat was a very popular, you could say, famous character in the comics, where he had, I think the series, or I don't recall if it was a 3-parter or something like that, called The Matrix Quest. Not sure. Well, he appeared in those comics issues, and he grew to be a quite popular figure, and he actually still is, even today, and that is despite the fact that he's a little Headmaster. I wouldn't call him a little Headmaster because they're actually pretty decent sized. But okay, compared to the larger Headmasters, they ain't that big. as a profile, Nightbeat is supposed to be some kind of a detective. He enjoys working by his own, working with his small gadgets and searching for clues, finding the truth, and so on and so forth. And he's binary boned to Muscle, a Nebulan detective, so you could say they're pretty well matched. What more could you say about him? Yeah, since he's not one of those typical Autobot team bots, certainly not. Nightbeat very much prefers to work alone. He's a loner, kind of a maverick, a wolf, whatever you call him. That is actually one of his strengths, but also a great weakness, because he have tendencies to find himself in situations where you could say a normally team-based Autobot wouldn't find himself or herself for that matter. So he's quite alone when things go wrong, and fortunately they haven't gone seriously wrong or something like that, because Nightbeat is still around. As far as I know, I haven't read the full series of the comics, so you can fill me in on that, or the IDW series, or whatever it's called. I primarily watch the cartoons. But as you can see, this is Nightbeat, and he's a blue and yellow character, quite distinguishable between all the other figures in the Transformers line. And it's one of those color schemes that really attracts your eye, because it's so interesting, and it's also kind of pleasant to look at. Well, at least I think so. I like the blue color and the yellow color. They match pretty good, and also he has some dark to break up that kind of yeah, what could I say, coloring. And of course, as he's a headmaster, he does have his text packs inside. You know, when you remove the hat, it disappears. Insert the hat. Oops, sorry. Burp. They reappear. Strength, speed, and intelligence. I can't quite see what the stats are, because the lighting condition isn't that great at the moment. Anyway, he's a headmaster, and he transforms. Yahoo! Yeah, but Transformers do transform. Well, most of the time. I'll be pausing this video, and I'll get him into his alternate mode, and I don't want to show you on camera transformation, because it's so simple. Anyone could find out how to transform this guy. So be back in a sec.